Fonts can sway your opinion in surprising ways. A fascinating study by the New York Times found that the typeface we choose can influence how we perceive arguments. Researchers discovered that readers were more likely to agree with a statement written in the elegant Baskerville font compared to more playful fonts, like Comic Sans. This intriguing phenomenon highlights not just the aesthetic differences between fonts, but also their psychological impact. Baskerville, known for its classic and sophisticated style, seems to convey a sense of trustworthiness. In contrast, Comic Sans, often associated with casual and informal settings, might come off as less credible. So when crafting messages or arguments, the font you choose can play a subtle yet powerful role in persuading your audience. Next time you read an article or a persuasive essay, pay attention to the font. Could it be influencing your thoughts more than you realize? You might be shocked to learn that Jefferson invented the swivel chair. This innovative piece of furniture was crafted by none other than Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States. Designed in 1776 while he was in France, drafting the Declaration of Independence, the swivel chair allowed for greater mobility as Jefferson worked. With its rotating seat and sturdy wooden base, this chair exemplified Jefferson's commitment to both style and practicality. It transformed his workspace, enabling him to swivel and effortlessly reach various documents without interrupting his flow. The swivel chair became more than just a practical item. It symbolized the spirit of the Enlightenment, a period characterized by innovation and the free exchange of ideas. Imagine Jefferson expertly navigating his desk in that very chair, drafting some of the nation's most pivotal laws. This fascinating piece of history invites us to rethink the role of furniture in our creativity and productivity. So next time you settle into a swivel chair, remember you're connecting with the legacy of a founding father. Who knew such a simple design could have such profound historical significance? Did you know about the funny origins of 30 Helens Agree? This humorous catchphrase stems from the Canadian sketch show, The Kids in the Hall, and it brings laughter while critiquing how we often lean on group opinions for validation. Imagine a group of 30 women named Helen all agreeing on something. While it sounds funny, it highlights a deeper social truth. Our tendency to trust the collective can come from a desire for reassurance in decision-making, especially in advertising and politics. We often think, if so many people believe it, it must be true. But this catchphrase cleverly mocks that idea, reminding us to think critically rather than just follow the crowd. By using humor, the show encourages viewers to question why we rely on consensus to legitimize our beliefs. It's a playful yet poignant reflection of human behavior, showing that sometimes the funniest phrases can hold a mirror to our everyday actions. So the next time someone says, 30 Helens agree, remember it's more than just a joke. It's a reminder to trust our own judgment. Discover Italy's amazing wine fountain that never closes. Located in the stunning region of Abruzzo, the Fontana del Vino is a delightful surprise along the Camino di San Tommaso pilgrimage route. This unique attraction, installed by the Dora Sarchisi vineyard, offers travelers the chance to enjoy free red wine 24 hours a day. Imagine walking along a scenic path and stumbling upon a fountain that pours out fine wine instead of water. This innovative concept not only reflects the region's rich winemaking heritage, but also promotes a warm culture of hospitality and friendship. Visitors can taste the local wines while embracing the relaxed surroundings. The wine fountain has quickly become a must-visit destination for tourists and locals alike, inviting everyone to take a break and savor the experience. So whether you're on a pilgrimage or just exploring, the Fontana del Vino is a wonderful invitation to indulge in Abruzzo's flavors. How cool is that? Ever wondered about Messi's Golden Tribute? A stunning pure gold sculpture of Lionel Messi's left foot weighs an impressive 55 pounds and is valued at millions. This extravagant artwork highlights not just Messi's remarkable football skills, but also his cultural impact around the world. Crafted by talented artisans, the sculpture captures the intricate details of Messi's foot, an essential tool in his extraordinary career. As one of the greatest football players of all time, Messi has inspired countless fans and aspiring athletes alike. The sculpture serves as a tribute to his dedication and talent on the field. Beyond just its artistic significance, this unique piece of art sparks conversations about success, creativity, and the melding of sports and art. Can you imagine having such a magnificent tribute in your home? It's a blend of sports history and artistry that certainly stands out. Turns out, the truth is that Ganvi floats above water. This remarkable village in Benin is often called the Venice of Africa due to its stunning stilted architecture and vibrant aquatic culture. Nestled on the shimmering waters of Lake Nokwe, Ganvi captivates visitors with its unique charm. Imagine a community where homes stand gracefully on stilts, ingeniously built to evade seasonal floods. Here, daily life revolves around the lake, where boats replace cars as the primary mode of transport. Families typically rise at dawn to fish, casting their nets into the lake's depths, which provides them with sustenance and financial support. As you navigate the winding canals, you'll be enchanted by the colorful wooden houses adorned with decorations that reflect the community's rich heritage. The lively sounds of laughter, conversation, and bustling life fill the air, showcasing the strong ties among the residents. Ganvi is not just a remarkable engineering feat, but also a testament to human resilience and adaptation to nature. A visit to this floating village offers an unforgettable experience, revealing how life can beautifully flow in sync with water. Here's a wild fact about Mr. and Mrs. The terms we commonly use today originated long ago from the words master and mistress. Back in the day, when society had different norms and roles, these titles were used more literally. A master was often the head of the household, while a mistress referred to a woman who oversaw the home or a female who held authority. Over time, as society changed, the language evolved. Master eventually shortened to Mr., becoming a polite title for men, while mistress shifted to Mrs., specifically indicating a married woman. It's fascinating to think about how language reflects the roles people play in society. These titles continue to be widely used, showing how our history shapes everyday conversations. So the next time you greet someone as Mr. or Mrs., remember the rich history behind those simple titles. Nature's masters of disguise, can you spot them? Certain animals have evolved fantastic ways to become nearly invisible, and they use this transparency to survive in their environments. Some of these amazing creatures include glass frogs, jellyfish, and specific types of fish. These animals have developed bodies that allow light to pass through, making their outlines difficult to see. Take the glass frog, for instance. It has a clear belly that reflects the green leaves it sits on, making it hard for predators to spot it. This clever adaptation shows how evolution can gift creatures with extraordinary talents. Jellyfish float seamlessly in water, while certain fish can bend light around them, creating a perfect illusion of invisibility. Such remarkable adaptations not only help them evade danger, but also highlight the wonders of evolutionary biology. How cool is it that some animals are practically invisible in plain sight? Is it shocking that animals get tougher penalties? In South Carolina, the justice system shows a surprising twist regarding domestic abuse and animal cruelty. First-time offenders who commit domestic violence may only face up to 30 days in jail. However, those who abuse animals could face a much harsher penalty of up to 5 years behind bars. This raises questions about society's priorities regarding the welfare of living beings. Why does the law seem to penalize animal abuse more severely than domestic violence? Supporters of stricter animal protection laws argue that these measures reflect a society's compassion for all creatures. The idea is that if we truly value animal lives and well-being, it sets a standard for how violence and abuse should be treated overall. However, critics of this approach believe it can undermine the seriousness of human relationships. What do you think? Should the law treat all forms of abuse equally? Here's something incredible about Netherlands' unusual law. This quirky situation in Colorado stems from a history that seems almost straight out of a comedy. In the charming town of Nederland, it is reported to be illegal to die, a law that sparks both laughter and intrigue among residents and visitors alike. The story began when a local man's body was preserved in an eccentric effort to achieve immortality, leading the town to humorously declare itself a territory for immortals. While no official effort actually enforces this bizarre law, it serves as a whimsical attraction that delights tourists who venture into this unique community. Locals often joke that they'll simply never kick the bucket, which adds to the town's quirky charm. This unusual tradition not only reflects the lighthearted spirit of the residents, but also draws visitors eager to hear about the infamous frozen resident who sparked this odd legislation. So if your travels ever take you to Netherlands, don't miss the opportunity to smile at this strange law. It stands as a delightful reminder that humor can poke its head into even the most serious aspects of life. Let's uncover the truth about ELT Cloner. In 1983, a young high school student named Richard Skrenta, at just 15 years old, created the first ever computer virus known as ELT Cloner. This innovative but mischievous boot sector virus spread through floppy disks, a popular data storage device of that era. What made ELT Cloner particularly amusing was its quirky feature. Every 50th time an infected computer started up, it displayed a poem. While it didn't cause any serious damage, ELT Cloner signaled the start of a new era in cybersecurity. For the first time, people realized the potential for malicious software to disrupt computing. Although ELT Cloner was relatively harmless, it raised awareness about computer security and the risks that could come with this growing technology. As computers became more integrated into everyday life, the need for cybersecurity grew even stronger. Do you think we fully understand the implications of viruses today? What if I told you about the Medallion Fund? This secretive hedge fund, managed by Renaissance Technologies, has captured attention with its astonishing average annual return of 62% over the past 3 decades. That's right. While many investments struggle to keep pace with the market, the Medallion Fund has consistently outperformed it. What makes this fund so special? Well, it relies on cutting-edge quantitative analysis and sophisticated algorithms to identify and exploit market inefficiencies. The fund's strategies are shrouded in mystery, but insiders believe it's a combination of advanced mathematics and big data that drives its stunning success. Unlike typical hedge funds, which often require significant investment, only a small group of employees can invest in Medallion, making its incredible returns even more elusive. So why does this fund manage to thrive where others falter? It might just be the secret weapon of high-tech investing. Let's uncover the truth about depression and neurotransmitters. Depression affects millions of people worldwide, and it's often linked to imbalances in neurotransmitters like serotonin, norepinephrine, and dopamine. These chemicals play crucial roles in regulating mood and emotional well-being. When they're out of balance, it can lead to feelings of sadness, hopelessness, and a lack of interest in everyday activities. Many treatments for depression focus on restoring these neurotransmitter levels, particularly serotonin, considered one of the key players in mood regulation. Medications like selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRIs, are commonly prescribed to enhance serotonin availability in the brain, helping to lift mood and improve overall emotional health. Additionally, lifestyle changes, such as exercise and a balanced diet, can also positively impact neurotransmitter levels. Understanding these connections is vital as it opens the door to more effective treatments and encourages a holistic approach to mental health. Have you considered the science behind your feelings? Discover the incredible height of the Statue of Unity. This towering monument, inaugurated in 2018, proudly stands at an astonishing 497 feet tall, making it the tallest sculpture in the world. Located in the state of Gujarat, India, it honors Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, a crucial leader in India's journey to independence. Patel is remembered for his role in uniting the country after British rule, and this statue symbolizes that legacy. Constructed with over 25,000 bronze sheets, the statue showcases stunning craftsmanship and design, capturing Patel's heroic spirit. Visitors flock to admire not just the statue itself, but also the surrounding gardens and the breathtaking views of the Narmada River. The Statue of Unity has become a significant tourist destination, reflecting India's rich history and culture. Have you thought about how art can inspire national pride? What if I told you pigeons recognize human faces? This unique skill sets them apart in the animal kingdom. Recent studies reveal that pigeons can distinguish between different human faces, and what's even cooler is that they can remember these faces for a long time. Unlike many birds, pigeons possess advanced cognitive abilities similar to primates, allowing them to process complex visual information. Imagine walking through a park and noticing a pigeon watching you closely. It might just remember your face from a previous visit. This ability helps pigeons identify people who might feed them, enhancing their survival. Whether we're feeding them breadcrumbs or just admiring their beauty, their recognition capacity shows a remarkable connection between humans and these urban birds. Isn't it fascinating to think about how similar we are in some ways? Did you know that bricks are remarkably uniform in size? The surface area of an average-sized brick is about 79 square centimeters, which comes from a standard size commonly used in construction. This consistency in brick manufacturing isn't just a coincidence. It greatly helps builders when they stack and lay bricks. Architects and engineers take this specific measurement into account when designing structures, as it allows them to plan more efficiently and use materials wisely. Imagine constructing a building without knowing the exact dimensions of the bricks. With bricks being uniform, workers can easily predict how many will be needed and how they will fit together. This leads to smoother construction processes, less waste, and ultimately more stable buildings. Next time you see a brick wall, remember the science behind its simple yet impressive design. Did you know Bach had 20 children? Johann Sebastian Bach, the legendary composer of the Baroque era, led a life full of music and family. With 2 wives, he fathered a remarkable 20 children. While many might think that raising such a large family would be daunting, Bach embraced it wholeheartedly. Several of his children followed in their father's musical footsteps, becoming accomplished musicians in their own right. Among them was Carl Philipp Emanuel Bach, who became known for his contributions to the transition from Baroque to classical music. This fascinating dynamic not only showcases the importance of family, but also highlights how musical talent can thrive across generations. Bach's legacy extends beyond his compositions. It's also about the rich family history that contributed to his influence in the world of classical music. Can you imagine the lively household filled with music and creativity? It's a reminder of how deeply intertwined family and art can be. This might surprise you. Vietnam's Marble Mountains await discovery. These stunning natural wonders are not merely beautiful sights. They're incredible karst formations primarily composed of marble. Over thousands of years, the relentless forces of wind and water have sculpted these mountains into breathtaking shapes that captivate everyone who visits. As you explore this awe-inspiring landscape, you'll unearth a hidden world filled with mysterious caves, elusive grottos, and twisting underground passages. Many of these caves shelter ancient temples and serene Buddha statues, offering a fascinating insight into the region's rich cultural heritage. Picture yourself wandering through a cool, dimly lit cave, the air thick with history, as you admire the remarkable artistry of both nature and humankind. The Marble Mountains are more than just a picturesque backdrop. They encapsulate stories and secrets from a bygone era, inviting travelers to immerse themselves in their beauty and the intertwining of nature and spirituality. Whether you're an experienced adventurer or a casual sightseer, this majestic sight guarantees an unforgettable experience. What if I told you zinc and copper boost brain power? These 2 essential minerals play crucial roles in brain health. Zinc contributes to neurotransmitter activity, helping your brain cells communicate better, which is vital for learning and memory. Meanwhile, copper is like fuel for your brain cells, aiding energy production so they can work efficiently. While it's important to note that simply having these minerals doesn't guarantee higher intelligence, their presence highlights the need for proper nutrition to support mental performance. A diet rich in these nutrients could mean sharper focus and improved cognitive function. Foods like nuts, seeds, whole grains, and seafood are excellent sources of zinc and copper. So next time you're fueling up your brain, remember that what you eat can truly make a difference in how well you think and learn. Have you seen the Weifang Ferris wheel yet? Towering at an impressive 410 feet, the Weifang Ferris wheel offers an incredible ride that's hard to match. Unlike traditional Ferris wheels that spin around a central axis, this marvel operates without one, providing riders with thrilling 360-degree views from its spacious cabins. Imagine soaring high above the landscape and taking in stunning sights from every angle. This design not only enhances the experience, but also adds a unique twist to the ride, making it a standout attraction. Riders are treated to a sense of freedom as they glide smoothly through the air. The Weifang Ferris wheel is more than just an amusement ride. It's an architectural feat that showcases innovation in engineering. Whether you're a thrill seeker or simply love scenic views, this Ferris wheel promises an unforgettable adventure. Don't miss out on the chance to experience breathtaking panoramas while enjoying the sensations of floating high above the ground. Are you ready to take a spin on this extraordinary wonder? Most people don't know this, but we can't speak and breathe simultaneously. This interesting fact highlights the incredible design of the human body, particularly how our vocal cords and diaphragm work. When we speak, our vocal cords tighten to produce sound, while the diaphragm moves to control airflow. This coordination is complex. We can't use those muscles for both talking and breathing at the same time. As we speak, we typically exhale air to create sounds, which is why you might notice pauses in conversation to inhale. It's not just about sounding clear, it's about ensuring our body can manage these different tasks without mixing them up. This amazing mechanism allows us to communicate effectively, but it also emphasizes that the human anatomy has its limitations. So next time you're having a conversation, try to notice how your body switches between breathing and speaking. It's a perfect example of how intricate and efficient our systems are. Isn't it fascinating how our anatomy shapes our communication? Can you believe the Statue of Liberty's color change? When the Statue of Liberty was inaugurated in 1886, it boasted a reddish-brown hue thanks to its copper coating. However, as time marched on, oxidation transformed the statue's appearance into the iconic blue-green patina we recognize today. This change didn't just happen for aesthetic reasons. The patina actually serves an important purpose. It creates a protective layer that guards the copper beneath from the elements, preventing corrosion and ensuring that Lady Liberty stands tall against the test of time. This remarkable transformation showcases how something as simple as air and moisture can impact monumental structures. Interestingly, the patina will continue to change over the years, but it's a sign of longevity rather than decay. Instead of detracting from its image as a symbol of freedom, this beautiful green color enhances it, reminding us of the resilience and adaptability needed in our quest for liberty. Isn't it fascinating how something beloved can evolve while still holding its core significance? Can you imagine a traffic jam lasting 12 days? In 2010, the Beijing-Tibet Expressway in China experienced a shocking gridlock that lasted for an astonishing 12 days. This monumental jam stretched an incredible 100 kilometers and was primarily caused by road construction combined with a massive influx of trucks transporting coal to Beijing. As drivers became stranded, a unique makeshift economy began to spring up right on the side of the road. Local vendors started selling food, water, and even toilet paper to those caught in the jam, turning a frustrating situation into a temporary marketplace. People swapped stories, played games, and tried to make the best of what was a very challenging situation. This unprecedented traffic jam not only tested the patience of thousands, but also became a striking example of human resilience and ingenuity in the face of adversity. Have you ever wondered about towns with funny names? The United States is filled with delightful oddities, including towns like Intercourse, Pennsylvania, Boring, Oregon, and Accident, Maryland. Each of these quirky names has a historical backstory that made sense at the time they were coined, but to modern visitors, they often provide a good laugh. For example, Intercourse was named for the intersection of roads, while Boring reflects a town founder's last name. Many of these towns embrace their amusing reputations, selling quirky souvenirs and even hosting annual festivals to celebrate their unique names. While some places have considered changing their names to escape the endless jokes. The unusual monikers add a playful charm to the American landscape. Tourists flock from all over the globe, intrigued by these eccentric names, eager to snap pictures and enjoy the fun atmosphere. Discover the magic of Octavio Ocampo's art. This talented Mexican artist is celebrated for his realistic masterpieces that skillfully weave in optical illusions. When you take a moment to explore his work, you'll find layers of depth and intricate details that reveal a unique visual morphic structure. Ocampo invites you to see beyond the surface, encouraging viewers to engage and look closely at each piece. His art is not just a feast for the eyes, it's an experience that challenges perception and ignites the imagination. As you delve into his creations, you'll notice how everyday objects and scenes transform into something unexpected, sparking curiosity and wonder. Ocampo's ability to blur the lines between reality and illusion leaves a lasting impression, prompting us to think differently about the world around us. What will you discover in his enchanting works? Guess what really drives the earthworm's heart power? The humble earthworm is a fascinating creature, and one of its most surprising features is its impressive cardiovascular system. Did you know that earthworms have 5 pairs of hearts? That's right. In total, they boast 10 hearts, which give them a huge advantage when it comes to pumping blood through their bodies. Each of these hearts is responsible for keeping the worm's blood circulating, which is crucial as they move through soil and consume organic matter. This unique feature allows earthworms to thrive in environments where they can be at risk of oxygen deprivation. The efficient circulation of blood helps transport oxygen and nutrients throughout their bodies, making them essential for soil health. By breaking down nutrients and aerating the ground, these small creatures play a huge role in maintaining the ecosystem. Isn't it amazing how much heart power they really have? Can you believe how fast Earth is changing? Our planet isn't static. It's constantly undergoing transformations that can affect everything from weather patterns to how rockets are launched into space. The Earth's crust is in a continual state of motion due to tectonic plate activity, which causes earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. These shifts can alter geographical features and even influence gravity at certain locations. As the Earth moves, scientists must calculate precise trajectories for rockets. For example, when launching a spacecraft, engineers consider the Earth's rotation and its orbit around the Sun to ensure their rockets reach the right destination. Despite our technological advancements, these natural changes introduce complexities in planning successful missions. The quest to understand these dynamics is fascinating and essential, especially as we explore beyond our planet. So the next time you hear about rocket launches, remember that Earth's constant movement is a crucial player in that incredible journey into the cosmos. Guess what really drives tariffs in history? The term tariff has a fascinating backstory that dates all the way back to the town of Tarifa in southern Spain. During the 8th century, when the region was under Arab rule, officials charged ships fees as they passed through the crucial Strait of Gibraltar. This was a busy waterway, and the fees collected from the vessels helped fund local administration and maintenance of the port. As trade expanded and economies grew, the concept of tariffs evolved to include taxes levied on imported and exported goods. These fees are now vital tools for governments to control trade, protect domestic industries, and generate revenue. Interestingly, the word tariff itself comes directly from the Arabic word tarif, which means to inform or give notice. Isn't it amazing how a simple fee from the past continues to affect global trade today? What if I told you about Plant a Flower Day? Every year on March 12th, this special day reminds us of the importance of nature and encourages everyone to plant flowers. Why not celebrate by giving back to our planet? Planting flowers not only beautifies our surroundings but also supports local ecosystems. Flowers attract pollinators like bees and butterflies, which are crucial for the environment. You can plant flowers in your garden, community spaces, or even in pots on your balcony. This simple act helps create homes for wildlife and improves air quality. Plus, it's a fun and creative way to connect with family, friends, and neighbors. So grab some seeds or seedlings, dig in the dirt, and let your creativity bloom. Whether you're an experienced gardener or a novice, every flower counts in our mission to create a greener world. Are you ready to make a difference? You might be shocked to learn that Hindi is rare. While many languages have global reach, Hindi holds official status in just two countries, India and Fiji. In India, it's not only one of 22 officially recognized languages, but it's also the most widely spoken one, especially in the northern states where it serves as a vibrant medium of communication in daily life, education, and media. Hindi's roots in India are deep, reflecting rich traditions and cultural diversity. Meanwhile, Fiji showcases Hindi's unique journey, where it is primarily spoken among Indo-Fijians, the descendants of Indian laborers who were brought to work on sugar plantations in the 19th century. This blend of cultures allows Hindi to thrive in Fiji, creating a fascinating linguistic tapestry. How does this small footprint impact global communication? Hard to believe, but Dali sold chocolate. The famous surrealist artist Salvador Dali lent his eccentric flair to a Lin Van chocolate commercial, making art and advertising collide in a delightful way. This unexpected partnership was not just about selling sweets. Dali's vivid imagination transformed advertising into a small canvas where chocolate became enchanting. Picture this: Dali, with his iconic mustache and flamboyant style, presenting chocolates in a way only he could, blending reality with whimsy. The commercial featured surreal imagery and playful elements that captured viewers' attention, much like his famous paintings. By using his unique artistic perspective, Dali turned an ordinary chocolate ad into an unforgettable experience, demonstrating how art can cross boundaries and reach new audiences. Who would have imagined that a chocolate bar could be presented with such creativity and flair? Is it really true that we have extra senses? Absolutely. Most people know about the classic five senses: sight, hearing, touch, taste, and smell. However, humans are equipped with more than that. Two fascinating senses are proprioception and equilibrioception. Proprioception is your body's ability to perceive its position and movement, allowing you to walk without looking at your feet or figure out how far your arms are stretched out. This sense is crucial for everything from playing sports to typing on a keyboard. On the other hand, equilibrioception is what helps you maintain balance. Think about how you can ride a bike or stand on one leg without toppling over. These senses work silently behind the scenes, keeping us coordinated and steady throughout our daily activities. So the next time you move with ease, remember that your body has a lot more going on than just five senses. Let's uncover the truth about the loyal soldier. Hiroo Onoda, a Japanese soldier, became an incredible figure when he continued to wait for orders in the jungles of the Philippines for an astonishing 30 years after World War II ended. Ignoring the official news of Japan's surrender in 1945, Onoda held on to his belief that he was still serving his country. He survived by foraging and relying on his survival skills, making him a true testament to dedication and resilience. It wasn't until 1974, when his former commander traveled to the Philippines to find him, that Onoda learned the war had actually concluded. His story raises many questions about duty, loyalty, and the impacts of war. How could someone remain unaware of such a monumental global event for 3 decades? Onoda's remarkable experience reminds us of the far-reaching effects of conflict and the complexities of following orders when reality changes. Get ready for James Carter's astonishing musical comeback. In 2006, James Carter, a talented musician with a fascinating life story, found himself in a delightful surprise when he received a $20,000 royalty check. This unexpected windfall came from a song he had recorded 40 years prior, which was featured in the hit film, "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?" Carter's journey was anything but typical. Once a convict, he transformed his life through music, channeling his experiences into his art. Imagine his shock when he learned that a song he had almost forgotten had found new life decades later. The film was a huge success, showcasing bluegrass and folk music, which led to renewed interest in many artists like Carter. This remarkable turn of events not only provided financial relief, but also reconnected him with the musical world, reminding us that sometimes our past can circle back to create new opportunities. Did you know Flintstones wasn't an instant hit? For 8 long weeks, the creators of the Flintstones faced rejection while trying to sell their groundbreaking idea. This innovative series, which many consider the first ever primetime animated program, wasn't immediately embraced by networks. Despite their challenges, the team believed in their vision of a modern Stone Age family navigating everyday life with humor and charm. Once it finally premiered in 1960, audiences fell in love with characters like Fred, Wilma, and their quirky neighborhood friends. The series quickly gained popularity, paving the way for future animated shows and proving that perseverance pays off. Today, The Flintstones is remembered as a classic, influencing countless animated programs that followed. So next time you watch an animated series, think about the hard work and determination it took to bring this iconic show to life. Did you know that vaults are nature's cellular mysteries? These intriguing barrel-shaped structures hide within many animal cells, but their exact role still puzzles scientists. Discovered in the 1980s, vaults are often brushed aside in textbooks, leaving us to wonder about their functions. Some researchers propose that they could be involved in transporting molecules within the cell, or even in providing a defense mechanism against viruses and toxins. The shape of vaults allows them to potentially carry other substances, making them fascinating candidates for studying drug delivery systems. Imagine these little barrels going about their business, possibly ensuring our cells stay healthy and coordinated. Despite the gaps in our knowledge, their presence in various animal cells suggests they are playing an essential, yet mysterious role in cell biology. What other secrets might vaults hold? Believe it or not, a googol is a real number. This astonishing concept refers to a massive quantity represented by 1 followed by 100 zeros, specifically written as 10^100. It's more than just a fun fact. It serves as a reference point in mathematics when tackling discussions about extremely large quantities. The idea of a googol can lead us into fascinating realms of numbers, helping us explore the limits of our numerical comprehension. Imagine the size of a googol compared to everyday numbers. It's so enormous that if you tried to write it out on paper, it would fill up pages and pages. This can open doors to deeper topics like infinity, exponential growth, and how we relate to incredibly large scales in our universe. So when grappling with enormous statistics, whether about galaxies, atoms, or even the internet, a googol stands tall, reminding us just how vast numbers can truly be. Could dreaming lead to real-life firearm accidents? Recently, a suburban Chicago man found himself in hot water after claiming he accidentally shot himself in the leg while dreaming. He reported experiencing a vivid dream where he believed an intruder was breaking into his home. In this panic-induced dream state, he supposedly retrieved his .357 Magnum revolver and fired at what he thought was the threat. When he woke up, he discovered he had indeed shot himself. This bizarre incident raises intriguing questions about the link between our dreams and real-life actions. While most of us may only experience some wild dreams, this case suggests that our subconscious can sometimes lead us to make dangerous decisions. It's a stark reminder that what happens in our minds can have real consequences. So should we think twice about how we prepare for potential intruders at home? What happens when canaries start crowing early? While you might associate early morning crowing with roosters, canaries have their own way of marking their territory. These colorful birds often sing their unique tunes at dawn, announcing their presence to others in the area. For canaries, this crowing isn't just a charming wake-up call, it serves a vital purpose. Canaries are known for their melodious voices, and their crowing is a way of declaring dominance over their space, warning other males to stay away. Interestingly, this behavior can vary among breeds, with some canaries being more vocal than others. Their calls can be heard echoing in backyards and gardens, creating a delightful morning chorus. So next time you hear a canary singing as the sun rises, remember it's not just about music, it's about establishing who's boss. Their natural instinct to claim territory adds a layer of complexity to their behavior, revealing just how fascinating these small birds can be. Guess what really drives early computer heat? The NEAC, a groundbreaking early computer, relied on a staggering 18,000 vacuum tubes to perform calculations. These tubes were essential for the computer to function, but they also had a fascinating side effect. They generated an enormous amount of heat. In fact, the heat produced by the NEMI was so intense that it could actually be used to cook food. This extraordinary characteristic showcases just how primitive technology was in the early days of computing. While today's computers are sleek and efficient, the NEAC reminds us of a time when machines were bulky, complicated, and required constant cooling to operate. The story of the NEAC highlights not just the evolution of technology, but also the creativity and ingenuity of those who built it. Can you imagine a world where computers doubled as kitchen appliances? Hard to believe, but convertible furniture is a game changer. This innovative design is all about transforming practical living into stylish comfort. Convertible furniture, like sofa beds and Murphy beds, cleverly combines multiple functions into one piece. Imagine a cozy sofa that easily unfolds into a bed, perfect for guests. With sliding, swiveling, or folding systems, these pieces save valuable space while ensuring that your home remains both functional and attractive. Whether you live in a tiny apartment or just want to maximize space in your home, this kind of furniture offers smart solutions without sacrificing comfort. You can have a stylish living room by day and a restful guest room at night. As we continue to adapt to smaller living spaces, isn't it time we embrace this clever approach to furniture design? Hard to believe, but lottery odds are shocking. Winning a major lottery jackpot isn't just unlikely, it's almost a miracle. The odds of scoring that life-changing fortune are actually lower than the chances of getting bitten by a shark, which stand at about 1 in 11.5 million. That's right! You're more likely to be splashed by a shark in the ocean than find your lucky numbers on the jackpot ticket. If that isn't enough to make you think twice, consider this. It's far easier to become a parent of identical quadruplets than to win big. Statistically, you might have a better shot at 4 baby faces than one huge lottery payout. So why do so many people still play? The thrill of dreaming and the excitement of hoping for a better life keep the lottery alive in our hearts, even if the odds are not in our favor. This might surprise you. Cyber sleuths combat fake websites. Each time a dedicated group known as anti-phishing warriors meets, they join forces to tackle the growing threat of deception on the internet. In our digital age, where information is just a click away, fake and dangerous web addresses can trick unsuspecting users, leading to scams or malware attacks. These tech-savvy individuals analyze reports, share insights, and develop tools to identify harmful links. Their mission goes beyond just alerting one another. They also educate the public about online safety, highlighting the importance of verifying URLs before clicking. With the rise of e-commerce and online communication, the work of these cyber defenders is crucial in creating a safer online environment. What measures are you taking to protect yourself from shady websites? Did you know about the giant beluga sturgeon? This incredible fish is not only the largest freshwater fish in the world, but also a fascinating marvel of nature. Weighing in at around 409 pounds and stretching nearly 8.75 yards, the beluga sturgeon can be as long as a small bus. These ancient fish have been swimming the waters of the Caspian and Black Seas for millions of years, making them a living link to our planet's past. With their elongated bodies and distinctively flat snouts, they stand out in any river. However, despite their impressive size, beluga sturgeons face serious threats, primarily due to overfishing and habitat loss. Once abundant, these majestic creatures are now considered endangered, prompting numerous conservation efforts to protect their habitat and ensure their survival. So the next time you think about fish, remember the beluga sturgeon and its fascinating story. Can you imagine seeing such a giant gliding gracefully through the water? You might be shocked to learn that McDonald's began in 1940. Two brothers, Dick and Mac McDonald, opened the first restaurant in San Bernardino, California. This fast food joint was far from the massive franchise we know today. The original menu was refreshingly simple yet innovative, featuring just 9 items: hamburgers, fries, soft drinks, and milkshakes. The brothers focused on efficiency, which allowed them to serve delicious meals quickly. Their idea of serving meals fast appealed to those looking for a quick bite to eat during the post-war era. It wasn't just the food that set them apart. They also employed clever marketing strategies and streamlined cooking methods that paved the way for the modern fast food experience. People flocked to their restaurant, eager to try this new dining experience, which laid the foundation for what would become an international phenomenon. From those humble beginnings, McDonald's has grown into one of the biggest restaurant chains in the world, serving billions of customers every year. Isn't it fascinating to think about how it all started with just 9 menu items? Did you know bats help save farmers money? These amazing creatures make up about 20% of all mammal species and play vital roles in our ecosystem. By consuming vast quantities of insects, including pests that damage crops, bats naturally control agricultural pests without the need for chemical pesticides. This natural form of pest management not only protects crops, but also keeps farming costs down. Beyond pest control, bats also contribute to pollination and seed dispersal, helping to maintain healthy forests and diverse plant life. Many plants rely on bats to help them reproduce by spreading their seeds or pollinating flowers. So the next time you see a bat swooping through the night sky, remember they are not just flying mammals. They are eco-friendly allies that support farmers and the environment alike. How amazing is that? Can you believe the perfection of the Kepler star? Discovered in 2016, the Kepler star has shocked astronomers with its astonishingly spherical shape, earning the title of the most perfectly spherical natural object ever measured. This celestial wonder stands out not just for its beauty, but also for the questions it raises about our understanding of space. Until its discovery, scientists had assumptions about how celestial bodies, like stars, form and evolve, many of which are now being challenged. The Kepler star is so round that it could give a basketball a run for its money in terms of symmetry. This unique shape results from its rotation and the gravitational forces acting on it. Observations of the Kepler star allow researchers to delve deeper into celestial physics, offering new insights into the mechanics that govern not only stars but potentially other heavenly bodies. As we continue to study this remarkable star, our grasp on the universe's complexities will inevitably expand. Who knows what other celestial secrets await us in the vastness of space? You might be shocked to learn about Antarctica's fierce winds. These are known as katabatic winds, and they can roar down the icy slopes at astonishing speeds of up to 200 miles per hour, 322 kilometers per hour. As cold air from the high interior of the continent flows down toward the coast, it accelerates, creating extremely powerful gusts. This phenomenon is due to the difference in pressure and temperature as the denser cold air sinks while lighter warm air rises. When conditions are just right, these winds can create a dramatic and sometimes dangerous environment, blasting through the landscape and sculpting ice formations in their path. Picture snow swirling and ice cracking under the ferocity of these gusts. Scientists study these winds not just for their dramatic effects, but also to understand their role in the larger climate system. Can you imagine what it must feel like to stand in such an extreme wind? Did you know Istanbul has an amazing past? This vibrant city in Turkey was once known as Byzantium, a name that dates back to around the 7th century BC. It became a bustling hub due to its strategic location connecting Europe and Asia. Later, in AD 330, the Roman Emperor Constantine the Great transformed Byzantium into Constantinople, making it the capital of the Roman Empire. This remarkable city has witnessed the rise and fall of empires, including the Byzantine and Ottoman empires. With its stunning architecture, such as the Hagia Sophia and the Blue Mosque, Istanbul reflects its rich history and diverse cultures. Over centuries, it has been a melting pot for different religions, languages, and traditions. From the bustling bazaars to the serene Bosphorus waters, this city holds tales of conquerors and merchants. Today, Istanbul continues to thrive, blending its ancient heritage with modern life. Can you imagine walking the same streets that emperors once did? Here's a wild fact about Tesla's Model Y. This innovative electric car boasts an advanced heat pump that actually uses waste heat from its electronics to keep the cabin warm during chilly weather. Imagine being able to stay warm without draining your battery. This clever design is especially important when temperatures drop, as traditional heating methods can take a toll on your driving range. By recycling this waste heat, Tesla enhances energy efficiency and maximizes the distance you can travel on a single charge. In winter conditions, this means less worry about running low on battery while trying to stay cozy. With such smart technology in place, the Model Y is not just about speed or cool features, it's also about making your driving experience better in all seasons. How amazing is that? What if I told you Nobel winners can go rogue? This phenomenon is known as Nobel disease, or Nobelitis, where esteemed Nobel Prize winners start to entertain bizarre or scientifically unfounded ideas. Once individuals gain recognition for their groundbreaking work, they may begin to believe their expertise gives them a license to venture into areas outside their original field. For example, a brilliant physicist may dabble in pseudoscience, proclaiming unusual theories about health or the cosmos. This misguided confidence can lead to controversial or even debunked claims, surprising many who look up to these laureates as the ultimate authority. With the weight of their accolades, it's easy to overlook the importance of maintaining a specialized focus. As a result, the very individuals who contribute significantly to human knowledge can unintentionally spread misinformation. How does a brilliant mind go astray? Is it really true NASA began in response to Sputnik? Yes, it absolutely is. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, was established in 1958, and its birth was directly influenced by the Soviet Union's launch of Sputnik, the first artificial satellite, just a year earlier. This event shook the world and raised concerns in the United States about space exploration and technological advancement. Seeing the Soviets take the lead pushed the U.S. to ramp up its own efforts in aerospace research and education. Thus, NASA was formed to coordinate these activities, aiming to ensure that the U.S. would not fall behind in the space race. As the organization grew, it laid the groundwork for numerous space missions, from sending humans to the moon to deploying space telescopes. The creation of NASA fundamentally transformed scientific research and sparked public interest in space science, inspiring generations to look beyond our planet. So next time you hear about a mission to Mars or the latest space discovery, remember it all started with the launch of Sputnik. Prepare to be amazed by Rafflesia arnoldi. This extraordinary plant holds the title for the world's largest flower, capable of reaching an astonishing 3 feet in diameter. Imagine a flower so gigantic that it overshadows many small animals. But there's a surprising twist. Rafflesia arnoldi is a hollow parasite. It thrives inside the tissues of specific host plants, typically vines from the Tetrastigma genus. Unlike ordinary flowers that draw nutrients from the soil, Rafflesia arnoldi relies entirely on its host for survival. When it blooms, it emits a strong odor resembling decaying flesh, which attracts pollinators, particularly flies. This unique strategy helps in its reproduction, but makes it quite the misunderstood beauty. This rare gem can be found in the rainforests of Southeast Asia, where conservationists work hard to protect its delicate habitat. Have you ever seen such a remarkable plant that not only challenges our perceptions of flowers, but also plays a vital role in its ecosystem? Did you know brown bears can smell 7 times better? This remarkable sense of smell is crucial for their survival. Brown bears boast an olfactory capability that surpasses even that of a bloodhound, making their noses incredibly powerful tools in the wild. These majestic creatures use their keen sense of smell to detect food, locate potential mates, and steer clear of dangers from far away. Imagine being able to sniff out a meal from several miles away. This ability helps them find berries, fish, and other foods to fuel their energy, especially before hibernation. Moreover, it plays a key role in finding mates during the breeding season, ensuring the continuation of their species. Their excellent sense of smell also acts as a protective mechanism, allowing them to sense predators or human activity before it becomes a threat. In a world where smells can mean life or death, brown bears truly are masters of scent detection. Isn't it fascinating how the animal kingdom thrives in such diverse ways? Surprisingly, it's a fact that icons matter. Scholars take the design of icons and user interfaces seriously, dedicating years to their study. Think about how something as simple as a tiny gear or a 3-line hamburger icon can symbolize settings on your phone or computer. Experts analyze these elements to understand how they affect our interactions with technology. This fascinating field mirrors what some might call emoji psychology. It dives deep into how visual symbols influence our feelings and decisions. For instance, a well-designed icon can make it easier for you to navigate an app, while a confusing one might lead to frustration. By understanding the power of these symbols, designers can create friendly and effective tech experiences that resonate with all users. So the next time you click on an app, remember there's a whole world of thought behind those little images. Here's what actually happens when we buy clothes. Since the year 2000, global clothing production has doubled, which means more and more clothes are being made than ever before. However, there's a surprising twist. We're wearing each item less, consuming about 40% fewer clothes than we used to. This dramatic change reflects the rise of fast fashion, where brands churn out trendy clothes at breakneck speed. While it may seem fun to grab the latest styles, this rapid production leads to enormous waste and significant environmental issues. Many garments end up in landfills, contributing to pollution and resource depletion. With tons of fabric wasted each year, our shopping habits directly impact the planet. So when you buy that next pair of jeans or a cute top, think about what happens to it after you're done wearing it. How can we shift toward more sustainable choices? Prepare to be amazed by the power of your voice. A simple voice recording can unveil fascinating insights into a person's identity, health, emotions, and even their daily habits. Modern analysis techniques dig deep into speech patterns, revealing clues about where someone is from, how they feel, and sometimes even their state of mind. Scientists use advanced technology to study things like pitch, tone, and pacing, which all carry hidden meanings. For example, a shaky voice might signal nervousness, while a steady tone often conveys confidence. Additionally, researchers can identify unique vocal markers linked to specific backgrounds, helping them understand linguistic diversity. As we continue to unlock the secrets embedded in our speech, imagine the possibilities. Could your voice reveal more than you ever thought? How much do you really know about what your voice says about you? You won't believe this about the ancient wheel. The ancient wheel exemplifies early human ingenuity, showcasing how technology molds civilization. This innovative invention revolutionized transportation and trade, allowing societies to grow and prosper. Imagine life without wheels. They enabled the movement of goods, people, and ideas, connecting distant communities and enhancing cultural exchange. Now displayed in the City Museum of Ljubljana, this remarkable artifact captures the essence of human creativity. It stands as a testament to our desire to improve and adapt. The wheel symbolizes not just a practical tool, but also a pivotal moment in our history when humans began to harness their environment for greater efficiency. The invention of the wheel marked the dawn of a new era, paving the way for advances like carts, vehicles, and ultimately complex machinery. As we marvel at this ancient invention, we can appreciate the enduring spirit of innovation that continues to drive us forward today. Ever thought about why ice floats on water? This interesting phenomenon occurs because water behaves quite uniquely when it freezes. Generally, most substances contract and become denser when they change from a liquid to a solid state. However, water behaves differently. When it freezes, it expands by about 9%. This expansion happens because the molecules in water form a crystal structure, which takes up more space than when they are in liquid form. As a result, ice is less dense than liquid water, allowing it to float. This characteristic of ice is crucial for life on Earth. For example, when lakes freeze in winter, the ice layer forms on top while the water below remains liquid, providing a habitat for fish and other aquatic creatures. Additionally, this property helps insulate the water beneath, preventing it from freezing solid and encouraging a healthy ecosystem. So next time you see ice floating in your drink or on a lake, remember there's some fascinating science behind it. Why exactly does Veronica Cider have superhuman eyesight? Veronica Cider was truly exceptional, boasting an extraordinary vision that allowed her to see a person's face from a mile away. This ability is an astonishing 20 times better than what the average human can see. Imagine being able to identify a friend or spot a bird high in the trees while everyone else struggles to make out details. What sets Veronica apart is her almost telescopic vision, which means she can focus on faraway objects with incredible clarity. Unlike most of us who need glasses or contact lenses to correct our sight, she enjoys the world in sharp detail without any aid. Her remarkable eyesight opens up a fascinating discussion about the limits of human capabilities and how unique genetic traits can lead to extraordinary abilities. How does someone like Veronica navigate a world designed for average sight? It's a wonder worth exploring. Discover the mystery of on-letter village names. In Denmark, Sweden, and Norway, there are charming little villages with names that are simply just one letter long, specifically the letter O. This one-letter word means river in the Nordic languages, reflecting the importance of waterways in these regions. Imagine traveling through the scenic landscapes of Scandinavia and stumbling upon a village marked only by this single letter. While it might seem confusing at first when you ask locals about where they come from, these unique names hold a deep cultural significance. The naming tradition pays homage to the rivers that played a vital role in the livelihoods and histories of the people living there. So next time you find yourself exploring Northern Europe, keep an eye out for these quirky names and the stories they tell about the land and its people. Prepare to be amazed by the Tibetan Bridge. This incredible structure, located in Canelo, Andorra, is an adventure seeker's dream. Suspended high above the breathtaking Rue Valley, the bridge towers over 6,150 feet in height and stretches an impressive 178 feet in length. It's not just a bridge, it's the second longest Tibetan bridge in the entire world. Imagine walking across it with stunning views of the lush valley below and the mountains in the distance. The bridge combines thrilling heights with the beauty of nature, attracting tourists and adventurers alike. Whether you're an avid hiker or just want to experience a little excitement, Canelo's Tibetan Bridge offers a unique chance to connect with the landscape in a truly unforgettable way. Have you ever wanted to walk among the clouds? Here's a wild fact about Norway's thrilling Bolten. Adventurous hikers flock to Bolten, a unique rock formation that dangles dramatically between two towering cliffs, offering the ultimate adrenaline rush. Suspended over a staggering drop of 3,228 feet, this daring spot is perfect for those looking to capture breathtaking photos that showcase the incredible cliffside views. While standing on this precarious perch, many hikers feel a mix of exhilaration and fear, making the experience unforgettable. However, it's important to remember that this risky endeavor comes with its fair share of dangers, like strong winds and loose stones. Safety precautions are crucial, yet many thrill seekers are drawn to the challenge. The allure of posing on the edge of this stunning rock makes it a must-visit destination for adventure lovers and photographers alike. Would you dare to step out onto Bolten? What makes Luxembourg unique in today's world? Luxembourg stands out as one of the last few grand duchies on our planet. This tiny, landlocked nation is not just charming with its picturesque scenery and rich history, but it proudly holds the title of the only independent grand duchy left today. The Grand Duchy is a form of monarchy where the ruler is known as a Grand Duke or Grand Duchess, a title that emphasizes its royal status. Luxembourg's history dates back to the 10th century, and it has managed to maintain its sovereignty through various political changes in Europe. The capital, Luxembourg City, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, showcasing medieval fortifications and modern architecture side by side. This blend of tradition and modernity, plus its vibrant culture and economy, make Luxembourg a fascinating place to explore. Have you ever thought about what life is like in such a unique corner of Europe? Did you know only 3 people reach the ocean's deepest point? The Mariana Trench, located in the western Pacific Ocean, is the deepest part of our planet, plunging about 36,000 feet below the surface. While 12 astronauts have famously traveled to the moon, only 3 brave explorers have journeyed to the trench's crushing depths. In 1960, Jacques Piccard and Don Walsh made history in the submersible Trieste, reaching the ocean floor and revealing a world few had ever imagined. Decades later in 2012, filmmaker James Cameron achieved the same feat in his custom submersible Deep Sea Challenger. Unlike the moon, which is accessible through space missions, The trench remains a harsh and mysterious environment, characterized by immense pressure and total darkness. So why have so few ventured here? The challenges of deep-sea exploration include advanced technology, significant costs, and the need for specialized training. As interest in ocean conservation grows, scientists are pushing for more discoveries in our ocean depths. What wonders might lie at the bottom yet to be found? Surprising truth about Schindler's List's long delay. Steven Spielberg, the legendary filmmaker, took over a decade to bring Schindler's List to life. Most people don't know this, but Spielberg felt he wasn't emotionally prepared to tackle the film's heavy and complex subject matter, which focuses on the Holocaust and one man's efforts to save Jews during World War II. He believed that the gravity of the topic required exceptional sensitivity and skill. Spielberg famously stated that he wanted to make the film when he could do it justice. In the end, when he finally directed it in 1993, his careful approach resulted in a powerful masterpiece that resonated deeply with audiences. The film won 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, and is often regarded as one of the greatest films ever made. Spielberg's initial hesitation highlights the importance of being ready to engage with challenging stories in a meaningful way. Did you know Santa Claus is a real town? Located in Indiana, this charming little community has a festive name that brings joy all year round. Founded in 1856, Santa Claus has a population of around 2,500 people and is famous for its holiday spirit. Visitors flock to this town to enjoy attractions like the Santa Claus Museum and Village, where you can learn about the town's history and see Christmas memorabilia. Each year, the town hosts a holiday festival featuring parades, fireworks, and family-friendly events. What's more, Santa Claus is home to the only post office in the United States that can send letters to Santa. This lively postal service welcomes thousands of letters every December, making wishes come true for children everywhere. So if you're looking for a whimsical destination filled with holiday cheer, Santa Claus, Indiana is the perfect spot to visit. Prepare to be amazed by Donald Duck's unique voice. The man behind that unforgettable quacking sound was Clarence Nash, a talented voice actor who came up with it in a clever way. By trapping air in his cheeks and manipulating it while speaking, Nash created a distinctive sound that became synonymous with the beloved Disney character. This innovative technique allowed Nash to bring the mischievous duck to life in a way that resonated with audiences everywhere. Nash first voiced Donald in 1934, and his performance quickly struck a chord, making Donald a standout character in animated films. It's amazing to think that a simple method of air control helped birth such an iconic personality, known for his loud, comical squawks and charming antics. Nash's unique voice has carried on through decades, influencing countless fans and reminding us all how creativity can make characters unforgettable. How did such a remarkable voice become a classic? Is it really true that dating apps lead to research partnerships? 2 researchers recently made headlines by connecting through a popular dating app, surprising many who see these platforms as primarily for dating or casual encounters. Instead of finding love, they discovered a shared passion for their field and decided to collaborate on their academic work. This quirky but inspiring story highlights how technology is reshaping our social interactions, allowing people to connect in ways we never imagined. Dating apps facilitate not just romantic bonds, but also professional networking, creating unique opportunities for collaboration. As more people embrace these platforms, we might see a trend where friendships and professional partnerships blossom from what began as a quest for love. This unexpected outcome begs the question, how many more great ideas and partnerships are waiting to be sparked through the swipes and messages on our screens? Perhaps the next brilliant scientific discovery could very well come from a connection made on a dating app. You might be shocked to learn that goats are brilliant. Scientists have discovered that these clever animals can solve complex puzzles and remember their solutions for nearly a year. Imagine that. While we humans often forget why we walked into a room just moments after entering, goats seem to have a remarkable knack for remembering past challenges. This sharp memory helps them navigate their environment and find food effectively, making them surprisingly adaptable creatures. Researchers have conducted experiments showing that goats can recall certain tasks and strategies well after they first learned them. Such memory skills are essential in the wild, where remembering locations of resources can mean survival. So next time you see a goat, remember that there's a brain behind those big eyes, and they might just be outsmarting us in ways we never expected. Why exactly does the Kuwaiti dinar reign supreme? The Kuwaiti dinar, KWD, is often known as the most valuable currency in the world, and it's no coincidence. This remarkable status stems from Kuwait's strong economic growth and stable political environment. Following the discovery of vast oil reserves in the 20th century, Kuwait transformed its economy, becoming a major player in the global oil market. Today, the dinar is a reflection of this wealth, as its value is supported by the country's significant oil exports and sound financial management. Unlike many currencies that fluctuate wildly, the dinar's strength remains consistent, making it a safe haven for investors. Additionally, the government of Kuwait has implemented policies that promote sustainable growth and economic diversification, further solidifying the dinar's worth. With this economic backdrop, are you curious about how the Kuwaiti dinar compares with other currencies around the world? Can you imagine that opossums can neutralize weight? This extraordinary ability comes from their unique biology, allowing them to adapt to different environments. Opossums have specialized muscles and a flexible skeletal structure that help them manage and even counteract the forces of gravity. Scientists believe this fascinating adaptation may have evolved to help them escape predators or navigate tricky terrains. Researchers are studying these remarkable creatures to uncover the secrets behind their weight-neutralizing capabilities. If we can understand how opossums achieve this feat, it could lead to innovative technologies for humans. Imagine using this knowledge to create lightweight materials or advanced mobility devices. The potential applications are exciting, and as we delve deeper into their biology, we might unlock ways to enhance our own experience in the world. So will opossums inspire the next breakthrough in science? Can you imagine that the ISS shines so bright? The International Space Station, ISS, is the third brightest object in our night sky, outshined only by the sun and the moon. Orbiting Earth at around 28,000 kilometers per hour, it whizzes past our planet, making it an incredible sight to see. If you're lucky, you might catch a glimpse as it streaks across the sky, appearing as a bright dot moving smoothly without blinking. The best times to spot the ISS are right before sunrise or just after sunset, when sunlight reflects off its solar panels and modules. This amazing spacecraft is a floating science lab where astronauts conduct experiments that benefit life on Earth and explore future space endeavors. Next time you're stargazing, keep an eye out for this marvel. Have you ever seen it gliding through the night sky? Here's a wild fact about contagious yawning. Did you know that when you see someone yawn, you might find yourself doing the same? This fascinating behavior is known as a reaction yawn, and researchers suggest it might show how connected we feel to one another. It's not just a quirky phenomenon. Scientists believe that contagious yawning happens because we empathize with those around us. In groups, when one person yawns, others may unconsciously follow suit, indicating social bonds and shared feelings. Studies have shown that people who have closer relationships are more likely to catch this yawn from each other. Interestingly, even our furry friends, like dogs, can fall prey to this yawning chain reaction. When they see humans yawn, they've been known to mimic the action. So the next time you catch yourself yawning after seeing someone else do it, remember, it might just be a sign of a deeper connection. Did you know that chicken has become fattier lately? Over the last 4 decades, the fat content in chicken has skyrocketed, increasing by a staggering 50% to 100%. At the same time, the protein content we rely on for muscle building and overall health has dipped by about 10% to 15%. This surprising transformation results from changes in how chickens are bred, fed, and farmed. Farmers have shifted towards breeds that grow faster and produce more meat, but this often leads to higher fat levels. Additionally, feed high in calories contributes to that extra fat layer. While chickens used to be a lean, healthy protein choice, these shifts mean consumers need to be more mindful of what they're buying. So next time you're at the supermarket, it might be worth checking labels. Are we truly getting the health benefits we expect from our favorite poultry? Did you know giant anteaters have incredible tongues? These fascinating creatures boast a remarkable 2-foot-long, 60 centimeters tongue, making it the longest in relation to their body size of any mammal. This specialized tongue allows them to slurp up a staggering 35,000 insects daily, mainly ants and termites. When they find an anthill or a termite mound, they go to work. With their snouts tucked into the crevices, these anteaters flick their long tongues in and out rapidly, catching as many insects as they can. Plus, their tongues are covered in tiny sticky hairs, which help grab those slippery critters. Although giant anteaters don't have teeth, their powerful jaws help them crush the hard exoskeletons of the insects they eat. Living in grasslands and forests in Central and South America, these unique mammals play a crucial role in controlling insect populations and keeping ecosystems balanced. Isn't nature amazing? Prepare to be amazed by China's panda ownership. Did you know that every single giant panda in the world is owned by China? This captivating fact stems from the country's commitment to protecting these beloved animals and ensuring their survival. While pandas are often showcased in zoos around the globe, they are actually on loan from China, which has established strict regulations for their care and breeding. Since the 1980s, breeding programs in Chinese reserves have helped increase the panda population, making them less endangered. However, their ownership means that any cubs born outside China typically return home. This helps maintain genetic diversity and encourages international cooperation in conservation efforts. China's dedication to giant pandas not only highlights the species' importance, but also showcases its cultural heritage. With these adorable creatures capturing hearts everywhere, how do you feel about the future of pandas? Prepare to be amazed by parrots' unique toes. Did you know that parrots are zygodactyl? This fancy term means these colorful birds have a special toe arrangement with 2 toes pointing forward and 2 pointing backward. This remarkable design isn't just for show. It gives parrots an incredible grip on branches and other surfaces. With their powerful feet, they can easily climb trees and grasp objects like fruits, nuts, or even toys. This adaptation makes parrots fantastic at manipulating their environment, allowing them to forage for food and interact playfully with their surroundings. So next time you see a parrot, remember that those unique toes aren't just quirky. They are essential tools that help these birds thrive in their natural habitats. Isn't nature fascinating? Guess what really drives Victor Dorobantu's character? In the captivating Marlena series, Victor takes on a unique role that requires a fascinating visual twist. His hand is digitally altered with a striking blue sleeve, which adds an extra layer of intrigue to the story. This creative decision isn't just about aesthetics. It serves a purpose in the narrative, making viewers question the lines between reality and digital artistry. The blue sleeve could symbolize various themes like isolation or the character's connection to technology. Post-production techniques like this one showcase how modern filmmaking blends traditional acting with cutting-edge technology, creating memorable characters that resonate with audiences. As we move further into the digital age, how many more surprises await us in the world of acting and film? This might surprise you. Coffins and caskets differ. Many people use these terms interchangeably, but they actually refer to distinct types of burial containers. Coffins are traditionally tapered and designed with 6 sides. This unique shape represents a more natural form, creating a cozy, supportive environment for the deceased. On the other hand, caskets are rectangular and often have 4 sides, resembling a piece of fine furniture. Their design is typically more elaborate, featuring cushioning and luxurious materials that can appeal to those planning a more formal memorial. The choice between a coffin and a casket can reflect personal preferences and cultural traditions. For instance, some might choose a coffin for its simplicity and connection to nature, while others may prefer a casket for its ornate style. Ultimately, understanding these differences can help families make informed decisions during a challenging time. Why do you think these distinctions matter? Did Adrien Brody's Oscar kiss catch Halle Berry off guard? In a surprising revelation years later, Halle Berry admitted that she was totally unprepared for the unexpected kiss from Adrian Brody during the Oscars. This moment unfolded during the 2003 Academy Awards when Brody, who had just won the Best Actor award for his role in The Pianist, leaned in and kissed Barry as a part of his acceptance speech. Halle, who was presenting the award for Best Actress, was taken aback by this spontaneous gesture and described her confusion as she tried to understand what was happening in that fleeting moment. The kiss became an unforgettable highlight of the event and sparked conversations around spontaneity and boundaries in Hollywood. Barry, known for her poise and grace, revealed that she had no prior knowledge of Brody's plan, making the event even more surprising. This unexpected kiss not only created a buzz in the entertainment world, but also left fans wondering about the dynamics of celebrity interactions at such prestigious events. Believe it or not, kosher postage stamps exist. In Israel, a fascinating twist on everyday items includes kosher postage stamp glue, which means the adhesive used is compliant with Jewish dietary laws. This unique feature adds a layer of cultural importance to something as mundane as a stamp. For many, using these stamps can be a small but significant way to observe traditions, even in daily tasks like mailing a letter. The kosher certification of the glue reflects a deep respect for dietary practices and makes this postage option especially meaningful for Jewish communities. It's interesting to consider how such a small detail can impact one's connection to culture and identity. Plus, this illustrates the creativity found in modern-day Israel, where practicality meets tradition in surprising ways. Imagine sending a postcard with a stamp that doesn't just pay for postage, but also resonates with your values. This blend of function and faith shows how even the simplest items can hold a wealth of significance in everyday life. Who knew a tiny piece of adhesive could carry so much meaning? Did you know that the ocean floor holds incredible artifacts? Beneath the waves lies a vast treasure trove of historical relics, often more significant than everything found in all the world's museums combined. These fascinating pieces include shipwrecks, ancient pottery, and even lost cities, each telling stories that span thousands of years. For example, ships like the Titanic or the Spanish galleons carry secrets about trade routes and historical events, offering us priceless insights into how ancient civilizations lived and thrived. As ocean currents gently cradle these artifacts, they remain remarkably preserved, providing a unique glimpse into our past. The ocean has long served as a keeper of secrets, holding answers to questions about human history that we are still uncovering today. Can you imagine what other discoveries await beneath the surface? Prepare to be amazed by trivia mastery. After just 1 hour of diving into various trivia pieces, you'll find yourself brimming with quirky and fascinating facts. This experience doesn't just fill your mind with information. It transforms you into a member of the useless knowledge elite. Imagine chatting with friends and effortlessly sprinkling in unusual tidbits, like how honey never spoils or that octopuses have 3 hearts. This newfound knowledge not only makes conversations more fun, but also boosts your confidence. Everyone loves a good story or an unexpected fact that makes them think. Whether you're at a party or during a coffee break, these engaging nuggets of information can spark discussions and make you the center of attention. So why not dedicate an hour to trivia? You might discover a passion for learning that you never knew you had. What if I told you seahorses mate for life? These fascinating creatures have a unique approach to love and family. Unlike most animals, it's the male seahorse that takes on the incredible role of pregnancy. During mating, the female deposits her eggs into a special pouch on the male's abdomen. He then fertilizes the eggs and carries them for about 10 days until they hatch. This amazing partnership means they are truly committed to each other, often forming a strong bond that lasts for years. Seahorse couples even perform daily courtship dances to strengthen their connection. With more than 70 species worldwide, they can be found in coastal waters, often among coral reefs or seagrass beds. Their delicate nature and beautiful appearance make them a favorite among ocean lovers. So, the next time you think of love in the animal kingdom, remember the dedicated seahorse couple. How many other animals do you know that share such an incredible bond? Did you know the first tweet ever sent? This historic moment took place on March 21, 2006, When Jack Dorsey, one of Twitter's co-founders, typed the now famous message, "Just setting up my Twitter." At that time, Twitter was still a fresh idea, and few could imagine how it would change the way we communicate. This platform allowed users to share short messages or tweets with followers and the world. Jack's simple tweet not only marked the start of Twitter's journey, but also the birth of a new social media era. As Twitter grew, it became a crucial space for breaking news, real-time updates, and connecting people globally. Today, tweets can spark movements, share important information, and influence pop culture, illustrating just how far the platform has come since that first tweet in 2006. Can you imagine the excitement Dorsey felt? What will be the next big milestone for social media? Yuma shines as the sunniest place on Earth. This remarkable city in Arizona basks in a stunning 4,015 hours of sunshine every year, making it a must-visit for sun lovers. With clear skies on 92% of its days, Yuma has earned the title of the sunniest place in the world, according to data from the World Health Organization. Imagine a place where you rarely see a cloud. Residents and tourists alike enjoy countless outdoor activities thanks to the abundant sunshine, from hiking and biking to relaxing by the Colorado River. This bright weather also contributes to Yuma's agriculture, as the area produces a significant amount of vegetables, fruits, and flowers, all thriving in the warm sun. The town celebrates its sunny reputation with festivals and events that highlight its unique climate and vibrant culture. Whether you're looking to escape the cold or simply soak up some rays, Yuma offers the ultimate sunny getaway. So are you ready to experience endless sunshine in Yuma? Did you know that rhino horns are just hair? It's amazing to think that what we see as solid, powerful horns are actually made of compressed hair. These horns are primarily composed of a protein called keratin, the same substance found in our hair and nails. This unique biological makeup is what gives rhino horns their incredible strength and durability. While they might look like bone or some hard material, their keratin structure allows them to be surprisingly flexible. Unfortunately, this fascinating feature has made rhinos targets for poaching, as horns are wrongfully believed to possess medicinal properties. As a result, we must work together to protect these magnificent creatures and educate people about the truth behind their horns. Understanding their biology not only helps us appreciate rhinos more, but it also plays a crucial role in conservation efforts. How can we spread the word to save them? This might surprise you, the origin of arena. The term arena comes from the ancient Roman amphitheaters, where gladiatorial games captivated massive crowds. In these colossal venues, the central performance area, often referred to as the arena, was actually covered in sand. This sand, known as harina, served a practical purpose. It soaked up the blood from the fierce battles that unfolded during these thrilling spectacles. As gladiators fought for glory and survival, the blood-stained sand became synonymous with the excitement and brutality of the games. Over time, the word arena expanded beyond these amphitheaters and came to describe any venue where events, performances, or contests take place, from sports stadiums to concert halls. So the next time you hear the word arena, think about its dramatic roots in a world of warriors and ancient spectacles. How fascinating is it that a word can carry such history? Have you ever wondered about sugar beets' role in sweets? Sugarcane often steals the spotlight as the primary source of sugar worldwide. But sugar beets play a surprisingly big role too, especially in the United States. In fact, nearly 50% of the sugar produced in the U.S. comes from these nutrient-rich root vegetables. Farmers grow sugar beets in regions with cooler climates, like the Midwest, where the conditions are perfect for these crops to thrive. The sweet process begins when the beets are harvested, cleaned, and sliced. Then, water is added to extract the sugary juice, which is boiled down to crystallize the sugar. This method provides a great alternative to sugarcane, making sugar beets a key player in sweetening our foods and drinks. Next time you enjoy a sweet treat, you might appreciate the hidden contribution of sugar beets. How else do you think these crops impact our choices?